Hello, everyone. My name is Luis. I will talk about educational robotic practices and progress in Brazil and Peru. Just to say thanks here to Raquel and Dennis that are hosting me at the Catholic University São Pablo in Arequipa. This is a layout of my presentation. Basically, we deal with educational robotics in Latin America, where particularly we are interested in Brazil and Peru. We will not compare these two countries. Instead, we make a joint analysis of their educational robotic policies, practices, and results in public and private schools. At the end, we will provide some challenges and innovations and suggestions for the enhancement of the panorama. So our focus is Brazil and Peru. Here, just to say what educational robotics is about, well, everyone knows that it is a dynamic tool. When integrated to curriculum, it helps several things: problem solving, creativity, computational thinking, and teamwork, mainly teamwork. Well, here we can see a workshop that we did in 2018 when Alzira, which is this girl in here, was still a child, and she did some work with us starting this in Natal in Rio Grande do Norte. Okay, this is a workshop. The main contribution thus of this work is to find out the state of research in these two countries, but not to make a comparison between them. Okay, as we said, we analyze the aspects related to equality, pedagogy, and scalability. So starting with some of the history in Brazil. It started still in the 80s. Okay, there were some initiatives some 10 years later with Unicamp, UFAO, and URGS, and we are just young people in this area. We entered in it in 2002, some 23 years ago. There were national program. There is one national program for educational technology in Brazil, the ProInf, that helped a lot with educational robotics. Besides, it's not related with educational robotics. And also we have the National Service for Industrial Training, that is the SENAI, that helps in this area. Okay, actually in this map you can see the green, dark green are regions with more implementations in Brazil. Currently, we have many implementations in Brazil. We will not talk about all of them. Okay, but this educational robotics started mainly with the work of volunteers. Actually, there were three main events. One is the RoboCup Junior that started in 2006. The other one is the Brazilian Robotics Olympics that started in 2007. And the next one is the Workshop of Robotics in Education that was held in Salvador by the first time. Okay. About the Brazilian Robotics Olympics, this is our official data from it. Okay. It had more than 7,000 pre-registered students. Unfortunately, not all of them participated in the first edition. I will leave this for you to see later. Regarding Peru, it also started in the 80s with some initiatives in Lima and Cusco, and the Minedu also entered this game with a national program, mainly in Lima, Arequipa, and Cusco too. UCSP, the Catholic University of São Pablo, as us, are also young in this area. And they entered it in 2005, more or less, like that. Okay, there are other works also in Peru. I'm not going to talk about them here, but just for you to know the panorama in there, we have a high in here. Sorry, we have some high implementation in Lima, Calau, Ucayali and Tacna, and then we have a low implementation in some parts of the country too. The same as in Brazil, okay? The São Paulo Catholic University has developed a kit they call the AxonBot. Very good. That's the first Peruvian kit in robotics, as we have the Alpha in Brazil from PET, right? And there were students from the Catholic University that were behind this kit. Okay, they also have created a robotics club and curriculum in their educational robotics Olympics, as we have the OBR here. Here we have some comparative analysis between the public and private. I'm not going to enter all of them, but just for you to have an idea about the teacher training, it is sporadic in public schools and normally regular in private institutions. We figured out that in both countries, not in one or another. Regarding the user approach to teaching, the most used one is project-based, but there are also interdisciplinary projects, mainly in private institutions. Okay. Regarding implementation and accessibility, in public schools, it has been normally introduced as an extracurricular activity, while in private schools, it's frequently embedded in STEM or some ICT curriculum. Okay, the ER is generally limited in regional concentrated for public school, while it's widely accessible to paying student in private schools. Here I put two other matrix, one regarding implementation in Peru, another one in Brazil of both public and private. You can take a look on that later, but I'm going to the challenge in detail, okay, that we figured out from our study. The first one is how to reduce resource disparities, okay. The next one is on teacher training. These are all challenges that must be bypassed, right? And the third one is on curriculum integration, okay? We also had some opportunities that we figured out from this research. The first one is collaborative program should be emphasized. The next one is that local innovation should be a trial. And the next one is that studying making gender inclusion is an effective opportunity in this in educational robotics. As recommendation, we just tell policymakers that work together with managers and teachers. We also say that teacher training should be a continuous activity and not sporadically. Okay. We also suggest the use of low-cost robots because this would make it more accessible to the population overall. Also, as recommendation, we recommended partnerships between the public and private sectors, and also that should be established a policy for evaluation research by the governments. Okay. In conclusion, educational robotics holds significant promise for the STEM education, right? This was a finding. In general, we observe that private schools lead in implementation due to better research. We also see that continued investment in teacher training and resource allocation is essential to bridge the gap between public and private institutions. As future work, we initiated a research network some time ago. We hope this will bring other fruits, okay? Also, social inclusion is another topic for future research, not only gender inclusion, as we said behind, okay? And including work with children with general learning difficulties is another challenging research topic that is currently done by one of our students. Okay, this is the bibliography that we used, and I'm here now for questions if you would like to make some. Thank you very much.